Hello everybody, welcome to This Day. It is Monday, July 27th. I hope you had a great weekend. It was a little hot out there, but we made it through there. I played golf yesterday. It was a little sticky over at the ranch. It used to be called Ben Brown's. I had a great round. I only lost one ball, but that's how I measure it. I don't keep a score anymore, but depending on how many balls I lose, I had a good rounder. So only one. That's a pretty good day for me. All right, let's talk about your day and what we're going to talk about today. We got a great show for you. We're going to be welcoming from Laguna Woods Village, the CEO for VMS. It's Siobhan Foster. She's going to be talking about all sorts of fun stuff in terms of don't feeding birds and animals in the area for coyotes. We have trash pickup information. We got a lot of stuff to cover and ting stuff as well, so keep in mind for all that. And then later in the program, Vasco Assets are going to be here talking about value in your homes and how you can use that to help make sure you have some expenses covered if emergencies and other things like that pop up. So we'll be talking about that with them in a moment. Right now, though, we want to keep you informed, and it's an important election that's coming up. There is a board vacancy, and they've extended the deadline. If you were watching the 9 a.m. version of this program, or if you're watching us at 12:30, then you have until 5 o'clock today to turn in those applications for the opening over at Third Mutual. So make sure you take care of that. If you are planning to run, if you want to be considered as a candidate, today is the deadline to get those in, so make sure that happens, and no later than 5 p.m. today to get those applications in. There you go. Let's take a check of our forecast while we have your attention here, and look at that. It is going to be kind of warm continuing on. We're going to get a little break. Today's kind of like the hottest and muggiest of like the days. Yeah, I know it says 81 there, but it's going to be a little bit cooler on maybe a Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. And then we start to heat up again for the weekend. So we're not out of the woods yet, but the mugginess is going to stay with us. I think mosquitoes are having a field day with all this muggy and damp weather. So unfortunately, make sure you clear out your bowls and any standing water around your house too, because that always attracts those guys. Cooler overnights, but really the mugginess doesn't make it feel as cool as it could be, so air conditioner is blasting at my house. Let's take a look at the sunrise, sunset. Beautiful picture here, right here in Corona Del Mar, just down the street from us. Thank you, Hope Bullock, for sending this beautiful picture here. This is a cottage in CDM, she calls it. Sunrise this morning was 6 a.m. Sunset tonight is going to be 7:55. We still have those long days, but they're getting a little bit shorter every day now. If you'd like to send us a picture, we'd love to see it, absolutely. Email them to us, lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Make sure you include your name, where you took the picture, and we'll use it in our sunrise, sunset segment. Okay, a few meetings to tell you about. Then when we come back, we will be talking to Siobhan Foster, CEO for Village Management Services. Stay with us.
Hi, my name is Jeff McCabe, owner of California Gun Services, and for the last 10 years, we've been helping residents of Laguna Woods with any firearm-related needs. Do you have maybe some old bullets left in the garage, even an old gun in a closet? You might have a gun collection worth tens of thousands of dollars. We can help with all these matters and more. We like to say we're the gun company for non-gun people. Our goal is to keep you safe, legal, and maybe even put a couple dollars in your hands. Call California Gun Services today and you can speak directly with myself, Jeff McCabe.
Do you suffer from low back pain? Hoag Orthopedic Institute is the #1 provider of orthopedic and spine care in Orange County. Our Back to You program is a unique, non-operative, evidence-based approach to treating low back pain. Our spine strengthening program combines physical therapy with education on pain and nutrition. Let Hoag Orthopedic Institute's Back to You program get you back to doing what you love. For more information, visit hoiexperts.com/spine or call 855-999-4641 to find a doctor.
Ready for your dream getaway? Whether you're planning a romantic escape, family vacation, or a solo adventure, leave the important details to someone you trust. Your AAA travel advisor. As a AAA member, enjoy travel perks like exclusive member benefits, excellent value, and peace of mind knowing your trip is in good hands. So get to planning, book online, or visit your local AAA branch. Book with AAA Travel and vacation with confidence.
Welcome back, everybody. I want to welcome Siobhan Foster back to our program, the CEO for Village Management Services. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We want to talk a little bit about things going on in our community that people love to feed the birds.
Yes.
And people love to, like, the animals, that kind of thing, but that's really kind of a nuisance, and we shouldn't be doing that, right?
Correct. We had a recent meeting with city leadership, our board leadership and staff, as well as Laguna Beach Animal Services. And Animal Services said that the most critical thing to do to curb our coyote population here is to eliminate feeding them or food sources.
Right.
And this means residents should remove birdseed, fallen fruit, pet food, outdoor water bowls, and food scraps. They shouldn't feed any of the wildlife, whether it's birds,
if we're attracting
squirrels.
those little squirrels and birds and rabbits, that means we're also attracting their predators. That's why we have so many, maybe so many more coyotes than usual these days in the community, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
And Laguna Woods recently updated its municipal code. It's prohibiting wildlife feeding, and there are different violations, starting with a $100 fine for first offense, $200 for a second offense, and $500 for subsequent offenses within 1 year.
If you're not getting the message by then.
Yes.
So people can report feedings if they see something going on by calling the number there, 949-639-0522, or email code@lagunawoods.gov. Okay, so that's how you make sure that that's not happening in the area. And it is one of those things that can be dangerous, and just gotta, as much as I like to have a bird feeder out or something like that, people shouldn't be doing that kind of thing. Commercial.
And I might add, if you
sure.
are feeding the birds and you have a really clean feeder, it doesn't drop seeds on the ground, that's probably
okay. In your backyard, maybe all fenced and closed in. We're going to make an exception.
Yes, so I don't want to say no bird feeders, but let's keep them neat and clean.
Right, absolutely. One of the routes, Commercial Route 3, has had a nice service enhancement recently.
Yes, and this is known as the Arbor Route, which started this spring. They're now having a 30-minute loop that reduces travel time between Clubhouse 1 and the Arbor from approximately 60 minutes to 30 minutes.
Nice.
And so it leaves every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9:30 from Clubhouse 1, and the last departure is 4 p.m., returning by 4:30 p.m.
Okay, that's great. We did a little segment on that route recently. I went on that route, and it is nice and quick. You can see there and back. People can do the shopping and get right back home.
And it offers a new array of stores, which is nice.
Absolutely. That's terrific. We're having a Social Security benefits person's coming here to the village, which is really great because people have all sorts of questions, and it's hard to get answers these days. If you're trying to phone or like do an email for that, I know there's been trouble there.
Right. So Jennifer Miranda from the Social Security Administration will be here on Wednesday, July 29th. That's just coming up.
Here it is.
At 10 o'clock in the Clubhouse 7 main lounge. And she's going to talk about things such as retirement, Medicare, and survivor benefits, when and how to apply. That's a big one. My Social Security online services, and much more.
Okay, so get that information. There's always questions, and there's also when do I apply? When's the best time to start that retirement, or whatever it might be, or how do I collect those benefits from a loved one who may have passed, and things like that. Ting is here, and it's still kind of we're in this weird phase of it's here in some places, it's not in others, not yet.
Right. So we have Ting and DirecTV. The transition's ongoing. We need everybody, though, to be aware of the key deadlines, and that is that November 30th, current cable television service ends.
Okay.
So DirecTV will be your source of television. And then December 31st, West Coast internet service ends. So you need to have your fiber installed by that date if you want to maintain internet services. And the key thing here is to make sure your information is correct with resident services, your telephone number, your email address, because that's what we use to contact you to schedule installation.
And everything's going according to schedule on the installation side in terms of the roads and the right getting everything to the houses, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But our biggest challenge is reaching people to schedule those appointments.
All right. So let's get those appointments done, folks, and you can do that on the village website. I think you can find more information about that, and some instructional videos and things like that as well. There's also DirecTV training going on.
Yes. So residents in gates 2, 3, and 4 received an email invitation to attend a DirecTV customer service education session. This was held about 10 days ago, and it was well received. We had more than 800 residents attend that.
Wow.
And so each time a new phase comes on, the residents in those phases will be invited to the information session, and attendance is by invitation only, but no RSVP is required. And then additional help is available. DirecTV will have a person on site up here in the Mac room just down the hall, Mondays through Wednesday.
Okay. And there's also a DirecTV information hub is now live as well, so
Yes.
people can get to that as well, right?
Right, if you prefer, digital help instead of
Yeah.
in-person
So
help.
you guys are doing everything you can to get folks online with this, and it is tough. Some of those transitions, people they're used to their systems, used to the way things are done, and things when they change, it can be challenging for folks. So we have the information out there, folks. Make sure you get the information and get back on DirecTV, make those appointments, get it going because it is going to go away.
Right.
Bulky item collection. What's going on there?
So we've had a rise in complaints about people putting
Just
the
putting
wrong
stuff
materials in the wrong bins or
Okay.
just setting things out by the bins. And so we just wanted to go over all the free available services to our residents, starting with bulky item collection. CR&R, our hauler, provides free collection. If residents place their items in the location they place their trash between 7 p.m. the night before and 8 a.m. on collection day, they'll come by and pick those items up at no charge. This includes furniture, electronic waste, home appliances, and mattresses.
Yeah, so you'll be able to get rid of those things, those rare things like a refrigerator mattress, but just do it the right way, make the phone call, and make sure it gets taken care of correctly. That's all.
And I do want to mention that the city has flyers for all these things in multi-languages available on their website.
Okay, perfect. So the information's out there, folks. It's easy to do. Make sure you make the appointment, and they will come get your bulky item in the correct way. Household hazard wastes are
Yes.
also a thing that people, hey, how do I dispose of this is a little more unusual than pouring it down the sink kind of
Yes.
thing.
So free curbside collection is available from the city's contractor, WM Curbside. And to schedule, you call 800-449-7587, and they'll collect household cleaners, automotive products, paints, batteries, and sharps waste.
I remember when I was younger, I used to change my own oil, and I stopped doing that quickly. I'm like, I always had the waste oil, and I had to go someplace and do all this special. I'm going to pay for it. So that's one of those things, folks. If it's out there and it's a hazard, make sure you dispose of it properly. There's great ways to do it, and they're free services. So there you go. Household hazards, waste drop-off as well.
So if you prefer to drop off your waste instead of having it picked up at no cost, you can go to one of the county's 4 HHW collection centers. The closest one is the Irvine Collection Center, located at 6411 Oak Canyon, and that's open from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. It had planned to close earlier this year, but it is open for the entirety of the year. And they accept things such as paints, cleaners, oils, batteries, smoke detectors, and
Right.
pesticides.
Now, sharp waste has probably gone up a little bit with the things like Wegovy and all these Ozempics and things like that, and people just also diabetics and those kind of things. So there's also a way to get rid of that correctly as well.
Correct. There's free drop-off service available at the City Hall, just down the street. And this includes needles, lancets, and other sharps waste. But they ask that you put it in a puncture-proof container, such as a laundry detergent bottle, soda bottle, or medical sharps containers.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Absolutely. Make sure everybody's safe there at the end. Personal medication disposal. That's like when people's medications may have expired or they didn't need the whole slew of the treatment and they stopped taking something.
Right. So state law requires drug manufacturers and distributors to offer programs to dispose of these unwanted medications. And to find the local pharmacy that will accept this at no charge, please visit med-project.org.
Okay, very easy way to do that. And then people also have there's concerns over people identity theft and people getting hold of information. So if you have documents that you need shredded, there's another service out there for that too.
There is, again, this is coordinated through City Hall. And all you need to do is visit cityoflagunawoods.org and click the blue Arrange Document Shredding button, or call City Hall at 949-639-0500 to arrange your shredding appointment. And they'll collect your documents and turn them over for shredding.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for the update. What's the biggest thing on your agenda for the next couple of weeks?
We have some budget meetings coming up in early August.
Oh, budget. Yep, that was always fun. Well, thank you. As always, a great list of information, great updates. I appreciate that, Siobhan. Thanks for coming by.
I appreciate it, Michael.
All right, folks, Vasco Assets is up next. Stay with us.
Welcome to Adapt to It, your neighborhood resource for all your home medical supplies. For over 20 years, we've helped Laguna Woods stay safe, prevent falls, and remain independent. We modify your shower or bath for safer entry and exit. Stay mobile with walkers, scooters, and wheelchairs as light as 14 pounds. Our lift chairs provide heat, massage, and a gentle lift when you're ready to stand. And at bedtime, our adjustable beds help you find the perfect position for rest. We're here for all your needs throughout the day. When you can't change it, adapt to it.
For over 20 years, Orange County has taken its unwanted gold, jewelry, timepieces, sterling silver, and coins to the Jewelry Box estate buyers and always received top dollar. We are a full-service repair center, too, where you can rest assured our on-premises master jeweler will repair any jewelry in our state-of-the-art facility. Come see why for over 2 decades, Orange County has relied on the Jewelry Box estate buyers.
At the Jewelry Box Estate Buyers,
it's about trust.
Visit us online at jewelryboxestatebuyers.com.
If you believe the journey is the destination, you'll love exploring in the 2026 Subaru Crosstrek. Standard symmetrical all-wheel drive plus 33 miles per gallon, an 11.6-inch high-resolution touchscreen, plus a 180 horsepower Subaru Boxer engine. Love is out there. Find it in a Crosstrek.
Come to Frank's Irvine Subaru and celebrate the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Complimentary maintenance included on all new Subarus.
Introducing Vasco Assets, Southern California's premier luxury asset buyer and lender. With over 100 years of combined industry experience and 43 years serving Orange County, Vasco Assets specializes in luxury watches, fine jewelry, diamonds, gold, and exotic vehicles. No banks, no credit checks, no complicated approvals, just fast evaluations, competitive offers, and same-day funding. Whether you're unlocking liquidity, selling a collection, or securing a short-term loan, Vasco Assets delivers a trusted white glove experience from start to finish. Vasco Assets, trusted by clients who expect more.
Welcome back, everybody, from Vasco Assets. I want to welcome back to our program Ari and Benny Moore. Thanks, guys, for joining us.
It's our pleasure.
One of the things that seniors face a lot as they get older is unexpected medical bills. There's a fall, or they need some home help care, and it goes beyond what they had to kind of set aside on their fixed incomes. What are some of the ways that you guys can help people secure maybe like a capital or some cash up front for these unexpected things that happen?
So I tell people, ultimately, you want to focus not on just selling your items outright. You want to focus on leveraging them. The idea that you need to sell your watch, the idea that you need to sell, mom's ring, to sell anything like that, it's a heartbreaker, especially if you need money quickly. And so when you access a secured line of credit through us with all of these kinds of items as the collateral, ultimately you're able to tap into it without the finality of selling it. And that can make a huge difference for people.
Yeah.
The difference that I see is whether you take a loan or whether you sell it outright. The line of credit is some sort of a mediator tool in between, because you use the amount that you want. You don't know that over the years your valuable may be worth $1 million. Doesn't mean you need $1 million. But it's good to have a line of credit, knowing back in your head that you don't have to go to a banking and you can access it in and out anytime you want. In a warning of a day, you come in, you take your money and you move on and use it to whatever purpose you want to.
Okay. Now you guys have a notion that sometimes traditional banks can kind of fail folks, retirees who need quick funding in terms of things like that for home accessibility modifications or senior living transitions. How do the banks kind of fall short in that area?
I tell you, I'm a banker. That's my other act that I wear. And I tell you what is happening. The banking system has been so regulated nowadays, have so many constraints that the regular average Joe, the banker, is paralyzed for making decisions because he has to follow a certain rules and has no ability to be outside the box. And when you cannot be outside the box, you can drag someone with so many documents and so many requirements that you are asking, and what is happening, me, the borrower now, I can't get it.
Right.
I'm getting frustrated and all of that stuff. We want to turn this experience to very simple, no complication, no frustration, easy, transparent. You come in and out. And that's the difference. And the banking system cannot allow, and I see the more the banking will move forward. Unfortunately, I'm a part of a bank. I see it, and I'm not happy about it myself.
You also have to remember they're built around W-2 income. So seniors who may not have that W-2 income,
Right.
they will face a lot of red tape. And ultimately, we want to provide that solution, that quick access to money, especially when the bank will not be able to provide it. When they might take 3, 4, 5 months, and that might not be the amount of time you want to be living without a stair assist device in your home.
Right, if that's an immediate need right up front.
Absolutely, or if you need to make a quick medical decision and you don't want to put yourself in debt with the hospital for fear of, denial of service or anything like that. And so we want to be able to put everyone at the right moment, in the right position, in order to fulfill whatever their needs are and their goals are.
Sometimes a senior will need, to sell something. Hey, we need to sell this. We need a quick access to cash, or they've made that decision to go in that direction. How can they avoid kind of predatory folks that are out there that are that in the business of going after assets and giving them half price because you have some quick money kind of thing?
And this is where our transparency in educating you, the customer, comes to play. When you come to our place, it's not say, okay, after we verify it, we check it, we can offer you X amount of dollars for it. We explain how we come to this calculation. We explain to people what you have, and sometimes we find out to tell them this is not real, this is fake, all of the above. So they understand that by the method that we use, by the machinery that we use, we qualify what they have and give them the whole thing. Sometimes with them, you see, this one has added value to it because it's a branded item, because it's antiquity, because of something. We know that that person will pay more for it. So therefore, it allows us to pay you more. Now they understand. And then we tell them, choose what you want to sell. We have a lot of cases, people coming in with 10 items, ending up wanting to sell only 3 because they understand what's the value of the other 7. So this is our goal, or how we explain it.
Yeah, we're not here to buy absolutely everything that you put on the table. We're here to advise you, okay, this is maybe the best thing to sell to gain the maximum. Maybe 80, 90% of the value of the lot sits in one piece, and you don't need to part with the other 4, 5, 6 pieces, whatever it may be, and give those people that general idea of how best to go forward with their sale without having to, remove all of the emotional and sentimental pieces out of their life.
And sometimes even maybe work a solution they didn't even know it was there. Maybe when you take a look and say, hey, well, if you need this money for this, maybe this is a different route, you can go here.
That's exactly right, because what we're trying to understand when one walks into the office is, what does he want to achieve? Because some people say, hey, I want to help my kids, I want to help my grandkids, I want to help somebody in need. It's not necessarily for me. Well, fine. So what you're trying to achieve? How much money? What do you need? What's the best way to get this money? And all of that stuff. Is a loan a good solution? Is a line of credit a good solution? Is just simply sell it out? I mean, we basically following luxury as a commodity. So prices change every day. Gold goes up and down. Says, well, it's a good day. You're coming now. Tomorrow morning, Trump is gonna come with some
announcement of some kind.
Declaration of some kind. Oil goes up, and all stock market, gold, and everything goes down. So it's a better day for you to do it now. We give some recommendation, and we let people make their own decisions.
Now, medical emergencies are a time in a family's life, or especially a senior's life, where it can be emotional, and all of a sudden there needs to be a decision made right now. When seniors are they looking to you guys to be more empathetic in terms of understanding what their needs are? Like you say, a bank is just looking at a W-2 or whatever asset, and that's going to be it. So how can you guys kind of help them through that process?
So we treat everyone on a case-by-case basis. We are a multi-generational family organization. We've been in business now for over 4 decades. We have combined over 100 years of experience. And ultimately, we put the customer first. And that's where we ultimately want to make sure that every single situation is handled with care.
And does it become a relationship after a while? I mean, like people coming back to you guys for years because they're...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We've built long-standing relationships with many, many customers. Anytime they see the gold price goes up, we're their first phone call. And they met us because of a dire financial need in one reason or another, but then they realized they could depend on us for a returnable experience where they could leverage whatever assets they have in any time of need, or even in times of plenty when they wanted to push that extra mile to get to that next milestone.
Okay. All right, folks. Ari and Benny Moore from Vasco Assets. The information's on the screen, folks. A phone number and information for you to get out there. If you want to assess something, if you want to see about some money, you want to just get some things appraised, they're the ones to go to. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so
It's
much
our
for having
pleasure.
us.
Thank you. Nice seeing you again.
Thank you. Good to see you guys, too.
See you, too.
We will be right back with our Monday movie preview, something like that. Just trust me, we'll be back.
Pacific Cremation Services offers you the ultimate freedom to become one with the salty breezes and brilliant sunset reflections. A scattering at sea is a unique, beautiful way to honor the life of anyone who chooses to be cremated. We help you plan the details and understand what to expect. Choose from our 3 simple plans and let us help you start the process of healing and life celebration. Contact us at pacificcremationservices.com to create a personalized service at sea today.
And welcome back, everybody. Usually that little light comes on, but it doesn't. Hi. We're back. We'll talk about Monday's movie is Michael. It stars Jafar Jackson, and it's a story, of course, of life of musician Michael Jackson and the discovery of his talent as a lead of the Jackson 5 to the artist whose creative ambition fueled a pursuit to become the biggest entertainer in the world. There you go. That is our Monday movie. It's brought to us by City of Hope. It's going to be at 2 p.m. with the subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. Let's check the forecast before we head out, and warm temperatures in the 80s. Humidity is going to stay with us, and we warm up even hotter for the weekend. Unfortunately, no real good news there in terms of our forecast. Tomorrow on the program, we're going to be welcoming Adapt to It, as well as Village Dance and Social Club. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. I'm Michael Taylor. For all of us here at Village Television, we hope you make this day a great one.